Now, for us to understand what augmented reality is, let us take an example. I have the image of this car. It's a nice, good looking red car. Now, you guys have to tell me, does this image give me a better view or perspective, or does this car here, the 3D model of the car, give me a better view? So is it this, or is it this? Your answer obviously would be this. Now the problem is, I can carry the image on a piece of paper, but for me to carry this car everywhere is a problem. So how do we address this problem? And the answer is, we can use augmented reality or AR. Let us take a look. So as we saw, I've got the image of my book and I've got the actual model of my car. Now the problem is, this I can carry with me everywhere, but to carry, let's say, 20 models of cars like these, this is going to be a problem. So let's look at another way of trying to visualize this car or see this car using some technology. So here we will use something called as augmented reality or AR. So I'm just keeping this book aside here. And let's say I have this cell phone with me and the cell phone camera is on, as you can see. So what I do is I take the cell phone camera, I turn it on, and I introduce this on top of the image of my car. And as you see, now magically I can see the 3D model of my car. Let me just get rid of this, and if I bring it slowly, you can see what's happening. The 3D model of the car appears. Now, if you see, actually the 3D model of the car is not there. If I wave my hand, it disappears. And when I remove my hand, it appears. So how is this possible? This phone is called as a viewing device, and this image is called as a trigger image or a target image. Whenever I place my phone camera on top of the trigger image, it triggers the 3D model. So this 3D model of the car, as you can see here, this model here is called as the 3D model. So if you see, when I bring my camera, it triggers, it causes a reaction in my cell phone and triggers the 3D model to appear. Now, this is called as augmented reality. Why is this called augmented reality? Because my reality is this book. It is this page. And I am augmenting or adding a 3D model, which is this car, using technology. The technology is this cell phone and its camera, and I am adding a 3D model to this reality. So this is my paper or a book that I can touch and feel. So this is my reality, and using technology, which is this cell phone, I am augmenting it using a 3D model, and hence I'm making it better. Now, don't you guys agree this 3D model is better than this? Which one looks better? This or this option? It's for you guys to decide. I'm sure you're going to say this 3D model, right? So I am augmenting this reality, this page, with this 3D model, making it better. Hence it's called augmented reality. So now let us understand a few more parts when it comes to augmented reality. First, this, as I said, is called a trigger image. Now, when I bring my cell phone on top of my trigger image, if you see, it takes a second for the cell phone to recognize this trigger image here and then bring the 3D model on top. This process is called as triggering. Let's look at that again in slow motion. This process is triggering. Now, this part or the 3D model is also called as the 3D experience. So together, you've got the trigger image, you've got the viewing device, and you have this 3D model, which is called as the 3D experience. Together, they form what we call as parts of augmented reality or components of augmented reality. So I hope this was clear. To revise, basically, when you have some aspects which are in 2D or two-dimensional, and I want to view them in 3D or three-dimensional, I can use cell phone technology with a computer program, and I can augment this with additional information, 3D information, which makes my view more interesting so that I can visualize better, I can see things better. Now the fun part is, let's look at this. I can turn this page around and see what happens to the car. It turns with it. Or I can move my hand slowly around and the car still stays there. That's the fun part about augmented reality, where the base stays in its position and my 3D model moves with the base. Hence, it is easy for me to visualize and view this 3D model from multiple angles. So if you see, I'm completely rotating this, and you can see the car from different angles as well. So that's the fun part about AR. We will look at some more examples in future videos. I hope this introduction to AR was clear. Again, we have three parts: the trigger image, my viewing device, and last, my 3D model. So I will see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you.